So in the last 4 days, we have done close to 27 lakhs in sales and generated 2,400 orders just using Facebook ads. And in this video, I'm going to show you exactly our Facebook ad scaling strategies so that you can implement it for your brand and get similar returns. So here's what the strategy looks like. You have one ABO, and inside that ABO you have 10 different ad sets and 3 different ads. Now each ad set would be having 3 ads attached to it, so that would give you 10 ad sets and 30 ads. Now inside every ad set, what you want to do is you want to keep all the placements similar, and you just want to test multiple audiences. So you can try out stacked audiences, you can try out open audiences, and keep in mind this is if you have enough pixel data, because in this video we're just going to talk about scaling. So all your winning ad sets you can put in every ad set over here. So for example, you got 3 different interests that are your winning interests, right? So you can put them in these 3. Then if you want to test open, you can test 2 open ad set. If you want to do stacked, then you can use these 3 to do stack. Or if you want to try out maybe new interest, you can use them. Or if you maybe have some sort of LLA or something. So this is scaling framework, and this is if you already have a winning interest. If you don't have a winning audience, then what you want to do is follow the similar structure, but instead of putting all your winning interest in this, all your winning ad set, you would need to test the ad sets out. So you would test multiple audiences and test single audiences, don't stack it first. And inside every ad set, you would have one audience each. So ad set number 1 would have maybe one audience, and ad set number 2 would have a different audience, ad set 3 would have a different audience, and then so on, so on. And then whatever works, you can put that into a scaling campaign, which is what we are talking about now. So once you have put all your winning audiences in this, you want to have 3 ads. So these 3 ads are going to be same, but only one thing would change. So you can try out maybe you can keep the copy same, but you can test out a video, or you can test out a carousel here, and you can test out an image here, or you can keep the video same and test out different copies. So this would be copy 1, this would be copy 2 with a different angle, this would be copy 3 with another different angle. So that is how we do the creative testing. And at the ads level, you just want to keep everything same and test one variable at a time. And for the budget, you can start off with 300 to 600 rupees per ad set, and once you have run it for 3 days, then you will have to duplicate it and start scaling further. So that brings us to step 2. So in step 2, what you want to do is once you have run this campaign for at least 3 days, then you want to move to this phase. And in this one, what you want to do is take all your winning ad sets and you want to duplicate them in a new ABO campaign. So let's say you have ad set number 5 that was your winning. So you would just duplicate it 3 times, and maybe ad set 6 also was winning. So just duplicate it 2 to 3 times, and in one duplication keep everything similar. So let's say ad set number 5 is your winning, right? What you want to do is duplicate the ad set number 5 3 times. So in the first ad set, everything is going to be the same. In your ad set number 5, that is your same audience, you're going to keep the same audience, but you will change one variable. So you can maybe try out a different placement, or you can try out a different age range, or you can target by gender. So the same thing you would do here. So assuming you have ad set number 5, 6, 7 and 8 and 10 as your winning audience, you would duplicate it and you would put it in the new ABO campaign, and you would keep the audience same, but you would just change one variable. So that can be your placement, that can be your gender, that can be your age range, or that can be your city or something, your country or your state. So you would do that, and then you would run it for another 3 days. So once you've run it for 3 days, you would go back and look back at the previous 3 days data, and you would change the things up again. So if your ad sets are profitable for over 3-day period, then what you want to do is go back, duplicate the ad sets that are profitable and put them in the same campaign. You don't have to make a new campaign. For that, you can maybe, let's say my ad set number 8 and 10 were really profitable, and my ad set number 5 and 6 were not profitable. So what I would do is I would turn these off, and I would duplicate these. I would put them in the same campaign. So they're going to be there in the same campaign, but the only thing that will change is again one variable. You are going to maybe increase the budget on these 2, or you are going to try out a different placement on these 2. So you keep on repeating this whole cycle over and over again. And again, in this also, because we are horizontally scaling, what you want to do is just keep the budget at around 300 to 600 rupees per ad set, and that would be fine. So what we do is we scale with we scale with these campaigns, but we scale horizontally. So we just scale what's working, and we don't try to increase the budget, because what we noticed recently is if we plan to scale vertically, right, and if we try to go above a certain budget, then your ROAS drops and it doesn't stay consistent over a long period of time. So scaling horizontally has been really working for us, and this is just one part of it. after doing this, what you can do is, let's say, your ad set number 1, ad set number 6, ad set number 8 was your winning. So you can put these ad set in a CBO campaign, and this is, let's say, your winning creative. So now we have already scaled the audience up. Now it's time to test more creatives and try out, like see what exactly is working and separate that. So now again, all your winning interests, put them in a CBO campaign, but this time instead of running all those 3 ads, that is ad A, ad B, ad C, you're just gonna take your winning ad and put it in this CBO. The structure is gonna look something like this. You're gonna have one CBO with all your winning ad sets, at least 3. 3 is the maximum we go. If you have 2, then you can just go with 2. And then inside you're gonna have the same ad, and it's gonna be duplicated 3 times. So that is for CBO campaign. The second CBO campaign, you're gonna use the same creatives and you're gonna use the same audiences, but again, one variable would change here. So again, that can be your placement, that can be your age range, that can be your state, or whatever you wanna change. And then CBO number 3, you're gonna have the same audiences that were your original winning audiences, and you are just gonna change out different things. So let's say you have found your winning creative, right? Now you would test out a different headline, but you would keep the video ad the same. So this can be headline number 1, headline number 2, headline number 3, but then the winning creative is gonna remain the same. So that is how we are currently scaling, and then you repeat this whole cycle over and over again. Now let's just say that you found just 2 audiences. Like once you have duplicated them over and over again, you're gonna have like multiple ad sets in this. You have these 2 that are really working well, they're giving you like a 10x ROAS, and the others are giving like a 6, 7, or maybe even like a 4, 2, 3, whatever, right? So these 2, you can also scale them separately. So there's not a set framework to do. Like you can just keep on duplicating. You can duplicate them in a CBO, you can duplicate them in an ABO. There's no one size fits all. Every account is different, but the structure remains the same. So if these 2 are working really well, you would duplicate them over and over again, and you could try out different things. You can just put this one in a CBO, and you can start a new CBO with just this audience, or you can put this in a new ABO, and you can test a lot of things out. We run one ad 1 day shopping campaign and one ad set, 3 ads, and if it works well, you keep on duplicating it horizontally. You never increase the budget vertically. So let's say this is at 1,200 rupees per day, and if this is giving us, let's say, a 7x ROAS for over 3 days, then you just duplicate it and you would keep it like at a similar budget, or slightly increase the budget by 20%. But if it's working well for 3 days, and then what you do is the same ad 1 day shopping campaign, you try to increase the budget, then in most cases at the point of recording this across multiple accounts, what we've seen is that the performance drops. So instead of scaling vertically, right now we are scaling horizontally, and that is working well. I'll also show you the screen recording and screenshot of some of the accounts that we are testing this out and how it's working, so that it's actually working and you can give it a shot as well. Now if you made so far in this video and you're looking to get customized solution tailored towards your brand, then go ahead and book a call using my Calendly link below. I run an agency called Asex Media, and we help brands like yours scale predictably and profitably using paid ads. So these are some of the clients' results that we have gotten. So if you're looking to get similar results, then go ahead and book a call. I would love to speak with you and see how we can help you get similar results.